Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And here we are at day 22 of this whiskey advent calendar from Drinks by the Dram. We've been tasting my way blind through all these, and it's been interesting, fun, educational, embarrassing, humiliating. And now we're looking at the haul for number 22. I've been putting links down below for the Drinks by the Dram so you can see their whole catalog, and for the retailer I got this from, which is Muazo. And it's a little late to join in this year, but you could do it any time of year. If you're mostly interested in the whiskey and not the advent part, then you can do this test at home anytime. They will sell it to you, doesn't matter what the season is, and you can find out yourself how hard this is to do. Come on. Wow. And how hard it is to tear simple paper. There. Got it. But I've been encouraging people to do this at home blind. And I've got number 22 open, and I'm pouring it into a glass. And I'm seeing a very light color, which I usually like a lot. And I want to get every drop. And then get a little sniff. Malty. And I think smoky. And I've put it inside a little lens hood here, so I can't see what it is. But just from that little brief smell I got, I am thinking some kind of peated scotch. So I'm going to like this, I think. And I keep looking over here, but all I see is the top. Definitely smoky and peated. It is complex. There's maybe marine notes in there. Maybe some age. Maybe I'm just tricking myself. There's a hint of malt, but the smoke on top is stronger and hiding it all. So I do believe it's a complex mixture with the malt underneath. It's down there. But the smoke is strong. It's not necessarily Isla or things I'm familiar with. It might be some other kind of peat. The smoke character is a little different. But I'm getting some marine notes. And half the time I say that, it doesn't really apply. So this is going to be harder to pick apart because there's so many notes going on here. There's lots going on. There's some sort of savory, meaty character to it. It's like turkey or ham that got smoked. Interesting. And then there's saltiness that always goes along with ham and coastal whiskeys. This is fun. I could just smell this for an hour. But that wouldn't be very good YouTube content, now would it? So there might be a hint of an appley, melon, kiwi, peach or pear. I'm thinking about all these fruits I would cook with ham. I don't know. It's salty, smoky. So complex. I'm not going to figure this out, especially for my nose, which usually tells me the least. So I'm going to have to start tasting this. Wow, nice. Oh, I think it's young. I don't think it's very old. I think it's maybe 43 or 46% ABV. There's a little bit of smoke, but it's not overwhelming. It's not the main thing. I thought I would get a big malt punch, but the malt is a minor note. 20-30% of the flavor. It's hiding underneath other things. It's a little fruity, and it's light fruits. All the things I said before: apple, pear, peach, kiwi, a melon maybe. It's a complex mixture where none of those things really stand out on their own. Everybody would come in and say a different kind of fruit. But the smoke is unmistakable. And I don't think it's an Isla peat or smoke. It's a lower level. 20, 30, 40% of the barley seems peated on my scale of here to Isla. So this is complicated, and I haven't had anything like it. It's in the realm of Talisker. It's in the realm of Ben Romick, but it's not that peaty as my Ben Romick 10, the distillery bottling. The maltiness is not a big component. It's fruity and light with a little smoke on top. Malt is not one of the notes. I'm wavering about the marine notes. I think it's a little coastal, but the main thing is not seaweed. It's not oysters. It's not driftwood. It's not ocean smells. It's a little salty, and the other marine notes are tentative. Wow. This is nice. It's light. This would be a good introduction to peat for people who aren't used to it, because it's so light and otherwise fruity and friendly. I don't even know if it's a Scotch. Some other European countries been peating their stuff. Been peating their malt. Maybe India. Maybe Taiwan. This combination has not come up in a Scotch that I have tasted. So my first impulse is some other part of the world is playing around with barley malts and peat. But that's just a bias from ignorance, I'm sure. Oh wow, just friendly and nice and an unexpected combination. So before I drink it all, I should put some water in, see what pops out. And that ABV is still there. I'm thinking 46. It's a little on the hot side. The alcohol is popping out. There's a spiciness that could be European oak, but it's more likely just the ABV. And that is a light color. They certainly haven't added anything. And it's really coating the glass and oily. So I'm thinking it's some craft presentation at 46%, not chill filtered, no color added. The flavors are nice and an odd combination. So I'm thinking some kind of craft distillery, craft presentation. And a smallish distillery. Oh wow. A little maltier, like malt vinegar. There's a tartness, there's a sharpness to it. It's not a big note, but it pokes out a little bit, and I detected it before, and it's a little more obvious now. So I'm saying the malt is coming out with either sitting in the glass or with the addition of the water. It's young, it's spirit driven, there's not a lot of age or barrel influence. The cask is in the background, the spirit's in the foreground. And definitely some peat. It's about gone, and I haven't got any specific guesses, so I've thrown out the notes. And I sure hope they're consistent with what's in here. Could even be an Irish with some peated barley malt. So let me start covering all the bases. A little CYA going on here. Don't know what else it could be. It doesn't strike me as being funky enough for Amaret Fusion, which is partially peated. But it's in that It's going down that lane. But I remember that being fairly funky, and this is friendly and brighter and probably a different organization. So, I think I've run out of things to say about it, so let's find out. Peat's Beast, single malt Scotch whiskey, 46% ABV. I have no idea what this is, but certainly peated. I got that right away. It's a higher ABV in a craft presentation, which I think I got right away, but I have no idea what this stuff is. So I'm going to have to research this, look it up, and report back in the description below. So I like this. I would look for this. It's probably not available in my area. I have not seen it, but I bet Drinks by the Dram can offer it to you. Master of Malt doesn't ship to the US, but lots of other places in the world. So it's probably available to lots of people, just not me at the moment, other than this sample. So yeah, I would go out and look for a bottle of this and see what other people have to say. It's really interesting. Friendly, bright, and also a reminder to you to like the video. If you like the videos that you've seen on the advent calendar, or fresh cheese, or honey, or black licorice, or any of the other interesting things that we do around here, please like that video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get notified, leave some comments down below, leave a question. I love interacting with people. And I only see 2 more holes to go to finish off this whiskey advent calendar. I think I'm going to take a little break from posting, at least. I'm going to do a few special projects on the side in that time period before the first of the year. What's it going to be? January 2nd would be the next regular posting day, and the fresh cheese will resume there. So that's what we have to look forward to, and Merry Christmas.